Question time, 16th of May 2013. This was the answer from the first question, and it really annoyed me.
And we'll start with Faye Miller's question, please.
If there was an EU in-out referendum tomorrow, how would you vote and why?
Chris Bryant.
I would vote to stay in. I am absolutely passionate that we need to be in the European Union. There was a survey recently of Suffolk, done by the Suffolk Chamber of Commerce, which found that 95% of businesses in Suffolk thought that the EU was essential to them doing future business.
Now, to suggest, as Chris does here, that the EU are going to literally stop trading with us if we decide to have an amicable divorce is absolutely ludicrous, and he knows it. If we leave the EU, then France, Germany and the rest of the motley crew will continue to trade with us. That's complete nonsense, what he's just said.
And I really worry when I look round. It's not just the economic benefits that there are of being associated with the largest trading bloc in the world. It's also the fact that we gain influence elsewhere. And I really worry that if we were to cut ourselves off from the European Union, we would end up being like a tired old spinster on the side of Europe. We'd be completely and utterly irrelevant politically.
I've got news for you, Chris. You're completely and utterly politically irrelevant at the moment. The EU is a dictatorship. It dictates what the UK can and can't introduce legislation-wise. Parliament is there for show. You are already completely irrelevant.
And there's a bit of me also, that says, maybe this is a bit idealistic, but in my lifetime, Spain was a dictatorship. Portugal was a dictatorship. Most of the countries of the east of Europe were dictatorships. And all of those countries in my father's lifetime went to war with one another.
So what's the difference now then, Chris? Spain, Portugal, they've all come together under the EU banner for a collective dictatorship. When you have people who are unelected dictating to you what you can and can't do, isn't that a dictatorship by any stretch of the imagination? Seriously now, come on. We have an EU Parliament for show. It's the commissioners that make the decisions, and we can't vote for them, we can't vote against them, we can't remove them, we can't hold them to account. Sounds like a bloody dictatorship to me. And they even meet in secret, so we don't even know what they're discussing.
And I'm not claiming that it's the European Union alone that has stopped war.
Well, it wasn't. It was the creation of NATO.
But I do think it means that we have our battles in the chamber in Brussels and in Strasbourg rather than on the battlefields, and that can only be good for a continent that has been at war for centuries.
Look, if the European Union that's being put together at the moment was all sweetness and light and lovey-dovey, and everyone was going to hold hands together and walk round and everything was going to be lovely, well then maybe more people would be for it. But that is not what's being formed. What is being formed is an authoritarian dictatorship where sovereign countries hand over their power regardless, and they cannot hold the people who run it to account. They can't vote for them, against them, remove them. It's a dictatorship run by authoritarians, okay? This is what Chris Bryant and his ilk completely miss. They're completely absorbed with what they're going to do once they leave Westminster. And no doubt most of them will work for the EU and get paid very handsomely for their betrayal of the British people.